I've been given a unique opportunity. I am going to be a governor of Rome in Anno 117. I want to say thank you to Ubisoft for giving me this unique opportunity to play it and show it off live early. This game isn't going to be available till late 2025, so you can wishlist it now. Anno 117 Pax Romana is going to be the most expansive game in the Anno series, and one of the most expansive games about the Roman Empire. Now, I love the Roman Empire, so naturally, I took this opportunity. And as you're going to be watching the footage, you're going to see that every choice made is going to shape the world around me. Everything from diplomacy to what gods I worship to what resources I'm going to be producing on which of my islands. And yes, islands, we're going to take over a couple of them. So without further ado, thank you, Ubisoft, and I hope you guys enjoy this first look at Anno 117. Pax Romana. So this is the starting island that we're gonna start up our Roman Empire. And in classic beginner phase here, we gotta set up wherever the governor villa is gonna be. And honestly, like, we should probably put it here just so we have a fantastic view of the local countryside. But then the people couldn't get to, you know, tell us all the problems in how we're setting things up. So I guess we'll put it right here. Okay, so if our island gets invaded, they're gonna target the villa, and presumably if we lose the villa, we lose. So we'll want to protect that. But I am given a very cool looking, is this a bireme, a trireme? It's one of the reams, one of the galleys, oared vessels, right? So I think right now I could probably use it to like scout out, because if you look in the map, it's a pretty big map. So we're just gonna send him way over there and check on him later and hope he doesn't die, as all good leaders do. Now we gotta connect the villa to the trading post via some dirt roads. We're gonna do just so, and now we can build residences and a warehouse. Now the warehouse, so accepts and distributes goods from and to your production buildings. The question I have is my trading post linked to that? Oh my gosh, and it fits so perfectly. You know what, it has to go there. I think back in the day, beachfront property wasn't as valued as it is today, you know, just with floods and, you know, stuff like that. So we'll put our houses near the coast, and the trading port is actually going to be where I'm going to try to plan some industry. So let's go a little bit further back. And you know what? I mean, here's as good as any. All right, so this kind of just blew my mind, my simple smooth monkey brain. I can now build at like diagonals instead of just classic grid, which, you know what, if I can, I'm gonna do it. Let's see if we regret this later, but this is where our first two houses are going because reasons. I'm the governor and you cannot question my authority. Now, speaking of, where's our boat at? Look at this. Off into the unknown. That's not spooky at all. You know what, have fun. Go find some luxurious riches for us to exploit. Wait, we just found Tarragon? Does he? Oh, what is this? We're gonna go say hi. Oh my god, this is gorgeous. We found an island near us, so that's pretty cool. All right, we need a woodcutter, right? What's with the gear? And it looks like if I put him here, it's 123 out of 120. We can always move this guy later. And now he's connected to the road. We'll do it right there. Well, that's exactly where I put it. So I'm obviously a genius. Now, what does this mean? Are you doing your thing? He is. We've got a bunch of mature trees. We're growing them. And then if I'm gonna need a sawmill, but it looks like we're having a balance of minus 120. That's good. That's definitely good. We're totally fine. Well, that's where I put it, Mr. Dude. Wait a minute, this guy's empire is already bigger than mine. Look at this. Okay, so this is how he's building. He built it far more interior, and look at these beautiful farms. Gosh. We're gonna have to bring this man under, you know, Roman heel, as it were. All right, let's go say hi. Hello there. This is just a straight shot from our island. So we've got to find, oh, is that? What's over here? Go to this giant mountain, Mr. Boatman. We got to build a lot more houses. Oh my goodness. This is hilarious. Why? Because reasons, but you know. And now that we've built 10 of those, it's saying we need 100% of food needs because we're actually at 0%, which means my people would starve. Not good. And we've just unlocked some new foods, either sardines or porridge. We can increase the population and increase income from the fisheries, and then porridge is just gonna increase population. So let's build them both. Now this is gonna be near the coast. All right, so we need the oat farm. Now where's a big old patch of grass? Looks like I can do 80. There we go. Ooh, it's just a little bit off. I did that. No. The perfect square eludes me. Hey, we just found someone else. Belly's been hungry because we ain't got no porridge and little fishies. Right. Well, sorry, man. Kind of like new to this whole governing thing. Hey, okay, so we found the roads, but we haven't found the port. And that's gonna be the thing that we're gonna wanna get. So maybe it's around this little promontory here. I mean, but who has houses that are diagonally built? I would say that nobody else does yet. So, you know, we're gonna put a good old warehouse in range of our farms. So this will be the farming district. This is the fishy district. And between the two, people are gonna eat. Total population is low. Okay, we've got a few decisions to make. All right, he's got a supply of timber. So instead of demanding it, we're gonna be nice. We're just gonna buy it off him. Thank you. I feel like, you know, being nice to your people is always a good thing to do. Hello there. This is the other governor we met. You know what? We're gonna be pleasant right now, and if anyone gives us any sass, we'll give them the Legion. And then we've got Lichia Ma. Greetings, lady from far away. All right, so looks like later down this tech tree we can, or rather the production tree, we can get a market and then the tavern. And this is the Liberté. So let's check on the old resident needs. The food is starting to be met. They would love some public services and fashion. Oh, how about we work on the basic necessities first and then you guys can have your fashion shows. So in order to get the market, we just need more people. How many people can each of these houses hold? I would guess more than we have right now. All right, have we found, I believe we just found their port. I thought I saw an anchor on the mini map. Aha, there it is. All right, so we'll head over there. And taking a look at theirs. Ooh, okay, so you've got a tavern and a market and some really cool hemp farms. Sheep? By Jove, we are falling behind. We'll build more houses, attract more people. That will surely work. How's the food production going? We've got 10 people, we need 20. And then upon exploring this area, I guess we've technically explored the entirety of the island. Gotta say that, like, I love the whole, like, archipelago setting. And this is Latium, and they had one that was, like, Celtic in origin that they were talking about, but, I mean, I don't think we're gonna see that today. You know what, we're just gonna go arbitrarily that way. Got 12 island population and an island income of 13. Can you imagine looking in the coffers and just seeing, like, 13 gold coins and being like, that's it? Humble beginnings. Ooh, research. Knowledge is missing. You are not smart enough. You need to gain knowledge before you can start researching discoveries. Ooh, and then here's diplomacy. Gnaeus Firminius Calidus. And then we've got Tarragon and Lucima. And then there's 2 others that we don't know about. Oh, this is the Emperor. Okay. That would explain why he's, you know, Mr. Fancy Pants. Take a loan or offer a gift. Request a trade treaty. We're short on... I guess if we offered a gift, we could probably get closer to trade treaties and things like that. With a loan, you get a flat amount of money. I don't know if I really want a loan from them if I don't have to. Oh, we just found another island, and this one actually, there's nobody on it. And it's huge. The topography of this island is fantastic. Gosh, I want to claim all of the islands. So he's still going for a little bit ways. So we're looking for 2 other governors, and we want our population up. You know what? Let's just do it the old-fashioned way. Mass building. Build it and they will come. All right, so how is good old farming production? We got our oats. Oh, you know what? Now we're gonna need the porridge kitchen because we don't have that. Bit of an issue, really. But that'll help with the food supply and presumably make people happier, and then we'll grow a little bit faster, right? Now, as far as, luckily with sardines, it's just like you just go out and fish them. Do we see them in the boats? Here they are. Oh, they're fishing like right around land, and they've got like their little nets, and they got their little boats with their fishing poles. How cute, how quaint. I really would love to build up this port. I'm just like, and what's this? A river slot. Maybe you can make bridges? A mountain slot. Where are we gonna build our bridges and our roads? All right, it looks like we've met the outer reaches, so we'll go north. Whoa, cool. What's this? Charcoal? Yep, charcoal kiln and a tiler.
No paradise here, my lord.
All right, we're almost ready to get our market. There it is. Mr. Boat, How goes the exploring? I tell you what, probably the best job right now is definitely the exploration part. I'd rather do that than, you know, fish for sardines. Public services. So we get to unlock them, and we get the market and the tavern. This is good. Ooh, who's being fancy now? I don't know if that's a good idea. We'll do that, and just gonna flex our diagonal roads. It's the simple things in life, you know what I mean? All right, so we got that, and then let's do a tavern. Can it fit there? No, it cannot. But tavern could go like, oh, but then I wouldn't get that one house. And we want to plan for the future, so I guess we'll just do like houses all over here. There we go. There's our tavern. I'm feeling pretty good about that. All right, Mr. Tavern. Ooh, what's this? Okay, we've got tunics in Peleus, which look like funny hats. And if we can give the people the tunics, so this is what, hemp farming then? Yeah. Hemp to get some clothes. We'll put it out in our giant sprawling farm. Oh, I can do, oh my gosh, I love it. I can do these little half tiles. Yeah. Oh, it's the little things in life, you know? Now I need 6 more to get like a maximum farm. I'm gonna do another hemp farm and fit it in this little grid. And does that work? That's 52. Oh, look at that. Now, can I get a road? Oh, sweet. All right, we got the spinner. They're gonna make tunics. And then we got the hat maker that needs sheep. I could have done a lot better at central planning in terms of where I wanted to put a warehouse. But you know what, man? I feel like problem solving, problems of your own making is always part of the fun of games, right? Right, guys? All right. He's connected to that road, and he can make it to over there. Oh, this is cool. So they're like little squares. And music just got real exciting. What's that? Hot diggity dog. Local raider defenses. We found the local raider island, which, oh my god. This is beautiful. Okay, so they're extremely well defended. Let's just go ahead and pause. So if you wanted to attack the raiders, you'd have to go through these narrow inlets, curve your way around, and then they've got this like fantastic looking port. And then all the way up here, oh my, can you imagine being, oh, these guys know how to build. Hot dang. All right, well, we'll see just how far we get. We'll stay away from here. Look at these defenses. They got scorpions, and their troops are extremely well armed. Yeah, I was like, all of a sudden the music got pretty intense, so, you know, I knew we had discovered something. Bro, slave trading? Rude. Hey, every fulfilled need increases attributes of a residence. Huzzah. Good. We like these things. A generous gift. I will accept your generous gift of a copious amount of gold. All right. What is that? Wait, what is this? Pardon my French, but what? This is on my island. This looks like the remnants of like a lost city. Is this secretly a volcano? It doesn't look like it. What wiped them out? And you've got all these crazy islands just popping up. We passed 3 of them on our way to the pirate island. There's just so much to explore. Okay, so let's take a look. Upgrade the residences. We need 100% fashion, and we only have 20. Well, we got our tunics. I think for the production, we need the hat makers. Let's go ahead and put them here. Wow, our population just blew up. A new island has been discovered, and it's very small and adorable. Do we want more timber? I mean, with this many people, we might actually. More wood, more better. We'll put it here. Oh my gosh. Okay, they've really nailed the quality of life things. Like, I can sort of see where a road's gonna go. And by sort of, I mean I definitively can. So we'll just get a road all the way that connects perfectly here. Huzzah! Get a little bit more timber. Wait, Valeria. Aha! Hello, Valeria. Woo! Yo. They don't have a lot of, like, area on their island, but they saw fit to just spoil themselves and have, like, this is like the chariot racing track, which is awesome. Okay. So you fancy, huh? Look at their port. We're taking notes. We're taking notes. And then, wow. Good night. Okay. Everyone's got all the cool stuff. All right. So let's see. We don't have a lot of wood here. What do we have in abundance? We still got some weapons, but we're going to use those. I mean, is it foolish to, like, think that we could start a trade with fish? Wait, who's here? Wait, you got bridges? Look at these guys. This is stunting. They're like, you know what? We have 2 bridges. Instead of just one, we're gonna do 2. All right, let us see the needs of our people. Okay, we're slowly but surely getting the fashion. We've got public services and we got food, so we can upgrade the residents. They're very happy that I'm upgrading them. Now, as far as understanding how many of these I should upgrade, I do not. Pick. Oh man, the little commentary for the people is awesome. Picking me teeth with sardine bones. Yo, look at this. We got some stuff. I've got new building materials. I've got the timber chain going. We need tiles, so we're gonna need clay heaps, which need to be built on the water. Oh, cool. All right, so we've got pretty good industry right here. There's a warehouse, right? Over here, it's a little bit farther away. So I'm gonna pop it right there, and then we'll get a tile maker. First we gotta get the roads. I am so OCD about roads in games. Ooh, maybe we don't do that. But like, I'm OCD, but I still don't do it very good. All right, where's me building materials? All right, so we got the clay. Now we need the tile maker, and he can fit perfectly right there, so we will do it. What does that red arrow mean? Okay, that person's name is Plebeian. Hey, okay, so we decided to stop on this beach and roast up some crabs. Hey, who's this? Plebeians! New food. We got bread and garum, which looks like a fishy condiment. So each of the classes of people have their own sort of like tiers, right? But they're missing goods. I'm just gonna go ahead and pop out a warehouse right here. It's close to that one. Is it stupid? Maybe, but I'm the governor. All of my decisions are perfect. So now we're gonna have tiles made out of clay, and then we want a charcoal kiln. And I would imagine you don't want charcoal. Oh, that's what it was. Okay. There's red arrows, right? I don't think anyone wants to be near some of this like heavy industry stuff. Got it. Mr. Boats! Still doing the boats thing? Good. All right. We definitely need charcoal, but I think we need charcoal near this dude. So who's he going to affect with his charcoal-y stuff? His grossness? All that smoke? What are you doing? Who's this? Can you help us get to our Collegium's yearly event? Absolutely. Sail to your trading post. All right. Well, we've got to get here. Now, this is working out fine. And I can build military buildings, so I can get a barracks and wooden walls and defenses and whatnot. I got emergency services for fire. Basically, the police and the medics. I've got charcoal production. I've got that production. Okay, let's see what are the needs of this secondary class. So they need household. What is that? Wooden palisade? No, thank you, not yet. I wonder if it's this. I would love to put it in the middle here. Guess we want him covering the houses, but also the industry. I am slowly regretting my rather impromptu, we're just gonna do this thing right here. Because it makes things a little bit tricky. And we'll have the cohorts near what I would call, sort of like the capital area. All right, our boat is coming back. There he is. And then we should be able to get these people to, their 50-year reunion for their high school. And we don't have the materials to build these things because they cost a lot of wood. Take the Liberty aboard. All right. So we got these people. Where do they need to go? Drag off Libertine hitchhikers at Villa Augusta. Where is Villa Augusta? Whoa. Sturgeon population, iron deposits, gold, grape fertility. Oh, we're going to get a winery going. Oh, it's over here. Okay. All right. We're going into the unknown. I hope you know where we're going. Oh, look at that. Okay. So through the fog is where their stuff is. So I'm going to guess it's right there. Insufficient workforce. This is good. Probably because we don't have enough houses. All right. So Boats is on the way to do the quest. Notifications. There's a shortage of Liberty workforce. One of your ships is under attack. That was 16 minutes ago, presumably from the raiders. So I think part of what was the issue was we upgraded these Liberty into plebeians, and as a result, so that should help some of the issue. We can always get more. I like it. It's cute. But one of the things is I wonder if I have to like take a ship over here to find out what exactly. Oh, we just grew up to a small town. And we have solved the worker force issue. And all their needs are being met except for... Okay, we need amphora and olive oil. And we just met Diana who... Oh my, the lavender field. Oh, wow. Wow. I just like how, like, I'm over here like, you know what, I'm going to build diagonal roads. And these people are like, you know what, we have the most idyllic island civilizations you've ever thought about. Yes. We shall drop them off there. All right, so here we go. Heading into port. Okay, so we finished the trip. Lady Valeria. Have we met a Lady Valeria? Nope. Where's good old Lady Valeria? Wait, there's a... This is a different one. No, it's not. Okay, so we've got a little bit of a mission. All right. We need to get 100 plebeians to unlock Sanctuary Public Services and Grammaticus. But what we don't have... Excuse me? We need to get scombers and salt ponds. How does one make a salt pond? It needs to be on the coast, which makes sense. And we need a little fishery for it. So we'll just do that right there. So we have an issue where we're never going to be able to get scombers because they're not on this island. Even though we got some pretty cool salt. And we're going to need a whole lot more houses. Building in this narrow little area was an issue. So we're just going to have to fix it. And I think this is going to have to be like the housing district. Aha! There we go. That's it. So who's got my fish? So for the quest that I'm on right now is getting the flotsam. Pick it up. Now we got to get it back to Valeria. And we discovered a new island along the way. So let's see. Oh, that's nice and lovely. Looks uninhabited so far. I'd safely say that's uninhabited. And I think it's time to start getting bread. Because food is becoming a bit of an issue. We also have 0 bread. Plebeians are happy. All they need is sardines and porridge, you know? They don't even know just like how good bread can be. Oh, wow. 140. Okay. Look at that. We'll fill this in. 139 out of 140, but I got to fill this in perfectly. You know what? It appeases me. And then we'll need a mill. Will it fit in here? Oh, it's a water mill. Okay, well, I guess the closest we can put it is up here. Yeah, I was like, I couldn't put it down. I wonder if I could be able to put a bridge. Ooh. Haha! Yo, take that. Who's fancy now? I've got bridges. In this dubious little square. We probably could have put like one here and one there, and actually would have been much, much cooler. Maybe in hindsight, we did do it decently well. All right, so you just don't have a warehouse in range, so we're just going to build another one. Right at the corner here. Although, if there's a lot of river resources, this one would be in range of all of them. So maybe we'll just put it there. And I can get a path around it. Although, someone needs to de-weed those roads. And we're going to get the wheat going. I might get another wheat farm in here, all along the coast, because that would be cool. And the rule of cool prevails. There we go. I mean, eventually I'll have to find something that can fit in here, but I could do a really derpy wheat farm if I wanted to. And I might just do it. All right, so we're getting our workforces back up. Liberty and plebeians were down by 2 now, so should be able to upgrade. There we go. And now we're +1. Huzzah! Whoa, money ship. Oh, it's for sale. 25,000 gold. All right, we'll deliver the crate. Now we've got it. Now we got to deliver it all the way over here. So this is fun. The ability to like just send ships all across, you know, Mare Nostrum here, our ocean, is quite fun. But the one thing I'm running into is your boy is not the best at producing wood. Although this is quite juicy. Like, look at all this. There's so much wood in here. I could put 2 and then a planky plank right in the middle of this all thing. So I'm gonna do that. I mean, it's the most basic material. I did chop down quite a bit of trees, so we'll see. How many do we get? 103 is the best, 104, but that's when we, okay. We'll be able to put 2. I'm wondering, you know what I bet goes here? Yeah, an iron mine. Okay, so that's how we get iron. I wanna see where would the great fertility be? I feel like normally it's sort of like hilly areas. Man, can you imagine just like if this was all the winery region? I don't know if it would be, you know, if it's going to be very fertile for it. Do you have the knowledge? No, you're still stupid. Dang. Yay! All right, still short on Liberty. Markets. Oh, we'll want to market like right, I guess here actually. Yeah, like right there. Can I? Yeah, rotate like that. Eventually, we'll fill it. You know, it's thinking ahead, which isn't something I've done very well so far. In a tavern. Yeah! Alright, so you can get quests from these lighthouses. Diana, I get it. I'm trying to talk here. Now, there's still a lot to explore, but we're down here. Let's see what missions we have. So we could collect 3 crates, 2 crates, or 2 tons of garum. I don't have that. That's interesting. The skulls. What's up with the skulls? Ah, collect flotsam. Timber chain. You know what? It's charcoal, right? Charcoal eats up a lot of the wood. Okay. Husband wears a warm hat. Makes you happy. You know what? That's awesome. Charcoal's doing fine. I still need amphorae. No supply. And then olive oil. In order to truly please the plebeians. You have a lot of important decisions to make in this game. But one of them is, can we fill this space? And the answer is going to be yes. Oh, I love it. Look at that. One giant agricultural powerhouse. And you can make it to that warehouse, which is good. All is well. Now we got our water mill. Oh, you know what? I guess the issue is I don't think I ever made a bakery. So, of course, we don't have bread. If the mill's over here, I'm going to just put it right next to it. And maybe he needs to be close to a market. That would stand to reason, but, you know. Where's my boat? What if we're ever going to be able to get, like, some galleys with, like, multiple sails? Probably. -2 plebeians. Yeah, we need to have an abundance of liberty to upgrade to the plebeians, and then after that, we'll probably have a class of people that are even above that, once we can match all of the needs. What is that? A barracks. Uh-oh, Mr. Governor Farmer Boy is building up an army. What do you got going on over here? Excuse me. They're doing cool stuff. All right, so we need trade rights with these people, right? So let's go ahead to the diplomacy screen. Offer a gift. I cannot do that. Take a loan. So I could loan from one and offer a gift to another. Borrow from Peter to pay Paul. Surely that won't bite me in the butt later. The gold just keeps going down because, well, the balance is low. If we get more people, we can tax them. So what we need is more people. So we're just gonna, you know what? Rampant building. And that red number is going down as the number, see, income from residences. Oh, we need to get that to what? $1 million. Okay, $1 million. Easy. All right, so we should have picked up the flotsam, but ooh, and I've got crates. Okay, we're gonna stop here at the port, and I can buy garum and amphorae. Although, can I also buy that from you? No, we can buy soap, timber, and tiles. Oh wow, timber would have been really good to buy a while ago. And the economy is slowly balancing out. We basically halved our running income deficit. What's it called when we're poor? And we want to run houses along here. Hey, look at that. All right. Nice little road. And look at that. I mean, if you looked at this city, you probably wouldn't know that the governor is maybe not the best, but definitely the most charming, okay? I'm pretty proud of it. Now I gotta figure out what's your deal. Missing a wheat field, buddy. You got wheat. Guess you. Oh, you want more wheat? You want more wheat? Can I put it over here? No. Well, you know what? I did what I did, and I'm not sorry, Mr. Farmer. You have a little bit less of wheat than your friends. All right. We have a surplus in plebeians. We have a ton of liberty. 74 of them. I'm still a little bit shy on the idea of having enough sardines. Oh my gosh, getting the balance. We're gonna run a surplus soon, aren't we? Oh, and check this out. We can finally get a sanctuary in Grammaticus, which would appease them. Yeah, you need the market, the tavern, a sanctuary in Grammaticus. You got it. You shall, ooh, we're getting into the fancy stuff. So what we're gonna do is these will eventually be plebeians. Oh, it's 90 per, not 90 for 50. Because that's how math works. And I don't have anything to trade for it. So, we're low on money, aren't we? Ooh, and we got religious beliefs now. Cool. We'll set our patron to Mars. We believe in a, a martial culture here. Gotta get this back to our port. Okay. And we're still at minus 39. So, more houses. Not enough cultivation. Okay, well, we'll just move you. Now, where do we want to put you? Over here. Minus 40 people. Hey, city status is increased. People are going to be happy. Our fire safety is below standards, but our island happiness of 242 seems pretty good. But now we're going to drop from increasing our city status. Where's my boat? There he is, rounding the point. Economic research has been discovered. Yeah. All right, so we got economic, civic, and military, and man, that's a lot of stuff. But let's see what's going on in the economic. Trading post improvements. Okay. This avoids congestion. It's gonna take about 34 hours. We're gonna do that just because we have this one warehouse that's like continually congested over here. Our denarii dropped all the way under 2,000 before we finally like balanced the checkbook here. But it is going up. And we have a ton of liberty and a few plebeians. So I think it's time to get a grammaticus. Can I fit it somewhere in here? It's gotta be close to the tier 2s. Do we want it there? What is this? This is the market. I should be able to move that. Can it fit there? It cannot. Ooh, it doesn't work. What is it too big for? I think the road. Aha! After a lot of finagling, we can finally do it. We put in the grammaticus. All right, so then, are y'all happy yet or what? We might need to put another tavern in. No, there's a tavern right here, and it covers all that. So, seems to be adequate. You just don't have the tavern or the market over here in these little side houses. But I could always move you. All right, we've made it. We'll get that. Now we've got to get all the way back down here in 11 minutes. Should be able to do that. And it's going. Huzzah. So if we get sandals and soap, the plebeians will be even more happy. Running a deficit again. So we have 529 people on our island. Let's take a look at our neighbors. I think we're starting to outpace them. At the beginning, they had a pretty good head start. And now this one, on the other hand, Lycia Ma's kingdom looks pretty well built out. Oh, I like the whole like farms in like the shadow of these rocky hills. That's kind of nice. Oh, and they've got 44 troops. All right, that's not scary at all. You know, I'm fine. I wonder if we should just like borrow the money and buy some boats. All right, people are getting happier. Oh my God, it's a little bit terrifying. You better find the children. All right, where are our fire people? I think they're over down here. Which is, no, that's the Medici and the cohorts. I thought we put the fire patrol. There they are. Get that fire out. Who's doing it? Who's putting it out? Wait a minute. I think this is them. Haha. Look for the giant red barrel. Put out the fire. So it took them a little bit of time to react, but I mean, if you think about it, they got a wagon pulled by manpower, and now we're putting it out with buckets. So we might want, now that the fire safety is minus 65, I think it might be time to get another emergency services of, yeah, see, look, they're like right there. But we're building over here, and we probably will want fire coverage. Not that there's a lot of industry, it would be catastrophic if it broke out here. So we're gonna put it there. Yay! And they're repairing it. Cool. You may notice that we don't have a lot of money. So what we could do is take a bribe. Yay! We're rich, sort of. And now we need to meet with the spokesperson over here. So we actually made a little bit of money. Not a whole lot. Good. So what can we buy? I don't need marble. I guess soap? Ooh. Oh, look at that. Okay. So they want lavender, honeycombs, bird tongues in aspic. Okay. Loungers, hand mirrors, and this trader will buy anything you offer. They just made a new boat. So I turned the day-night cycle on, so you may notice that things are getting far more scenic. I mean, look at that. But I think what I really, really, really want to do is just, you know, make a lot of money. And so I think what we can do is start selling surplus goods. Whenever we have a ton of stuff, I guess sell it when above, let's go with 40 and have the minimum stock at 40 for now. So now we're just gonna sell all surplus goods, and I'm hoping to see maybe a little bit of, you know, trade income coming in. Because plus 42 is just not enough. But we can get area effects, so like this market boosts all those houses in range. We've got the markets giving +1 person and what? +1 gold. Denarii. Is this on fire? Sure looks like it. Man, that's beautiful. I'm pretty sure I just have salt. I just have tons of salt. And we have no use for it because we do not have the fish. The fabled fish of garum, which is gomber. Or no, that's mackerel. So you guys got mackerel over here or what? But I need trading rights. But in order to get trading rights, oftentimes you need to like, I could give a gift of the smallest one is 12,500. You see? We just need to get that money. And there's still another person out there, which I'm wondering if they might be in this area here. It's just our boat is busy doing boat things. We've sped up time. Thank you, Mr. Ben Balian. But we need more money, and guys, I tell you what, we need this fish. We need mackerel. And I found this little island over here with this beautiful bay. And guess what it has? Mackerel. So we're going over there. But first, we must supply ourselves. Hey, check it out. We got boats. We got boats here looking to do their trade. We're making that money. All right, how much money we getting? Full output storage. Woo! Look at that. A quick 1,000 denarii, I think, or somewhere around there. Boat, get back. I mean, soon we're going to buy another boat. We're going to buy all the boats because boats do cool stuff, you know, and in an archipelago. Boats are essential. And I'm going to be the first one to settle a new island, all right? I don't think anyone else has done it. We got full output storage on the salt. All right, our boat has made it home. We're going to load it up with some planks and some tiles, which is actually all of our tiles. But, you know, it's fine. It's totally fine. All right, Boaty McBoat, we're doing it. We're settling here in this inlet. This beautiful, I guess, is this technically a fjord? If I could name the islands, I will call this Fjordland. Ooh, look at this little mystical little bay. And yeah, this is gonna be sweet. Where is Mr. Boat? He's coming. Mr. Boat. Oh, you can see him over there. And look, all the production is going. Oh, we're at -27, but we're at 8,000. I mean, let's take a quick gander. City status decreases. Good. Yikes. Our population is dropping. What are we? Maybe it's all the planks that I took. Nope, we're back to 65. Oh, we need our porridge. Absolutely. Okay, more porridge on the way. So we've got our oat farms. Yeah, I wonder if it's just the warehouse issue. I want to do a little bit better of planning here. So we want a warehouse somewhat centrally located. That looks good. Can always move it if it's insufficient. And we'll put 2 farms. Wow, that's pretty dang perfect. And we'll need a porridge kitchen. We'll put it right there. I don't know why I put that thing down there. It should actually be up here. I think this is the perfect 80 grid. Woo, boy. Love it when things work out well. Okay, so that should solve our porridge issue. What else do y'all need? Build the trading post for 4,500? Absolutely. So now we got our little governor villa. And you know what, real quick, before we make this decision, where's the governor villa over here? Whoa, you got a shipyard. Okay, fancy pants. Right here. Wow, significantly further inland. So you know what? We're gonna try something a little bit different over here. We're gonna want wood. Can get a ton of wood there. This will eventually be. I guess this will be urbanized. Oh, decisions. Put it there. And we're gonna want fishers to feed these people. They're gonna make sardines. Who's gonna make the good fish? Where do we get the good fish? Aha. Shipyard, rope, sails. And we'll want our houses. All right, and we got the little porridge over here. So that should be able to give them wood, timber, porridge, and fish to keep this thing operational. And so our basic outpost has been established. They got the planks, they got the tiles. That should serve them for quite a while. And I'm gonna do a little bit more exploring right now. And come back to that and check on them in a little bit. But our economy is dropping again. Trade estimation. I guess we could always do a little more people over here. why not? The city status has gone up as a result of Pop hitting 500. Money's a little bit low. I think the trade is keeping us in this. And you can see that there's like, their trade ships keep coming and leaving. So that's keeping us a little bit afloat. Porridge, porridge, porridge. We do have a lot of hops, or oats rather. So what if we just made another porridge kitchen? Maybe that'll help. Let's hope so. New discovery. Hey, trade post improvements. And now we're researching the sewing circles, which should increase knowledge within the area. And that'll get done in about 15 minutes. Hey, we found the last person. Dorian. And this is Dorian land. Yep, all right. So all people collect crates. If we had oil, we don't have any olive oil. That would have been given a pretty good amount of money. I think we're gonna have to take, oh wow, that's close to the pirates, isn't it? A pentaconter. Ooh. All right, well, one's right off our coast, but it's in the opposite way. We need the money, desperately. All right, how's our new land going? We got enough porridge? People's needs are being met. I think we could probably pop out a few more houses. Get some more people to tax. Hey, making money. Well, we got a trade request with good old Dorian. We'll accept that. And a non-aggression treaty? Sure. So we're gonna be super friendly. We offered Dorian a loan. And so we went seriously into the red. But we're getting a lot more money, so we should be able to get out of the financial red in a little minute. And our boat is on a good old retrieve some flotsam, although this one is actually quite near the old pirates. So we got to be mindful not to get too close. Yeah, look at that. So the loan balance with Dorian is actually producing 174. So that's actually keeping us at like an economic surplus, even though, you know, our bank is empty. Remember why we came here was to get mackerel. So we need plebeians to work that area. Now we got 5 plebeians. Get that mackerel going. And look, we're getting some mackerel. There's not a lot of them, but we're getting them. I wonder maybe if we just like make this a little bit of an outpost. So maybe we get another mackerel fishery. Surely more is better. Now, how are we doing back on the home front? Not good. Even with the loan balance to Dorian, our money is dropping. We have full output storage on a lot of stuff. Too much wood, timber. Got plenty of other stuff. A lot of wood and timber, though. So sandal production is salt, pigs. The pigs give leather, or rather, you know. And then we make the sandals, so pig farm. I don't think people are going to want to be too close to the pigs. All right. Got a pig farm. Now we need a tanner, and it does -2 happiness to the buildings around it, so we don't want that near the houses. But he needs access to a warehouse, which just so happens to be right there. And then a sandal maker boosts the income of the houses around it. Ah, look at that. All right, that should help. So now we're gonna get sandals, and now we need soap. And for soap, we need, oh, more pigs, renderers, charcoal, lavender farm, and then it makes soap. Man, the supply chains of some of these things are kind of nuts. So we're going to get another pig farm. And that did work out pretty well right there. All right, 2 old piggy farmies. And then we need the renderer. -2 happiness, -2 fire safety. Yikes. Soap maker. And he takes away happiness, but gives a little bit of a health. Okay, so we'll just keep him out here since he minuses happiness. And now we're starting to get above even just like the loan balance. Now we need, oh yeah, lavender, because of course. Where, oh where shall we put our lavender farmer? Wow, this lavender farm is big. Okay. Well, we have the process. Now we just got to make sure that we can maintain charcoal production, which looks, oh, decreasing by -1. And we can build harbor buildings. We can build a shipyard. Whoa, 1,000 denarii? We don't really have that. I've noticed we can go into the red, so that's okay. So do we want to build a pentaconter with 3 cargo slots? Or one that's like sort of like more combat oriented? We need ropes and sails though before we even consider that. And that goes off hemp, which we're doing good. So the rope maker He doesn't seem to do anything negative. Sheep. All right. We got ropes and sails being produced, so that should allow us to start eventually getting another ship out here. And we just got to make sure that we have enough hemp. Money dropping, probably because we have all these new production buildings, which usually have a maintenance cost associated with them. And research. Ooh, let's increase the range of our markets. That'll boost gold, which we still need. All right, so I think over here, the idea was we're maxing up mackerel. All right, so we want the mackerel. Give us the mackerel. Yeah. Now we'll take it back to the home base and drop it off. Look at that. All right, we dropped off the mackerel. We got the mackerel. Now we can finally go back to our tier 2 people to make garum. So we've got salt, but we don't have the garum works. And this increases income but drops happiness. Honestly, we have an abundance of happiness, but we do not have an abundance of money. We are actually in the green again, and we still have 20 minutes of Dorian paying us 174. So where can I get this to max out? I should have kept a little bit of space here. Wait a minute. Are you thinking what I'm thinking? Hopefully. I'm hoping this is going to work. Move these 2 houses, and I put this right in the middle of it. It's too big by 1. Oh, wait. Yo, this is super easy. Haha! That's going to be a lot of money. That is going to be a lot of money. You need salt and mackerel, of which we have a lot of both now. 42 that, 50 mackerel, and we're producing more. Let's go ahead over here, send the boat back, because we'll have more mackerel. Look, they're already... Oh, that's sardines. We're already at 12 mackerel. Time to do the mackerel drop-off. We got another boat, so we'll be able to do like some side quests because we're losing that Dorian fat cash. So we'll lose about 174 gold, or denarii, and that'll drop us down to a little over 100 right now. A fire started. Yikes, that's a house. Well, you can see the water being put on it. Whoa, they just settled another island too. Whoa. Okay, Dorian's expanded. Green is expanded. We haven't even explored all the islands just yet. A haunted shipwreck. Whoa, look at that. Dorian's money went bye-bye. I think we need to lower the minimum stock here so we can sell more timber and wood since we're just like pumping it out. All right. Now, what do we need? Amerfe and olive oil. There it is. Okay. Inelegant terracotta blah, blah, blah. Olive oil. Yeah. So... helps population. Ooh, this is what we want. Olive oil. Helps a lot of people. Unfortunately, our island does not have olive oil fertility. Man, I should have... If I had settled on this island, we have olives, resin, and mackerel fertility. And those are all the things that I'm needing right now to get to the next level. All right, so we got to deliver weapons for a quest. And then I want to set up a new settlement over here. So I've got the inlet up there I could do, or I've just got a bigger stretch of beach here. I'm gonna do the bigger stretch of beach. Deliver weapons to a haunted shipwreck as one does. And we got the lost boys back to safety. Yay! We did good stuff. And I'm gonna set up a new island. We're gonna have 3. Our kingdom grows, which should give me more people to tax, as well as olive oil and resin and even mackerel. We also got some like snails and oysters. There's still like more to explore, which is just crazy. I feel like we've been exploring a lot of the time, but like there's sort of this entire like column here on like what, the southwest side, the west and southwest side. All right, so we can build a new trading post for 7,000, and we'll have a tax per minute of -50. Oh, well, we're gonna need to offset that with you know. Well, a lot of people. So we're gonna need people, they're gonna need to eat. We got the basics over here, other than say like the woodcutters, but we used 49 out of our 50 timber. Oh, we need 1 more timber. So we can always get more. But we do have this settlement down, and it'll take a little bit of time to financially recover from these decisions. So let's get some more. We need to offset the cost of this island. So we got 3 islands now, which is pretty sweet. Our main one, our secondary one, which is basically a mackerel fisher, And then our new one where we want to get like olive oil and resin production going. And the city status of this one's already increased. Money going up. Back to over 200. I think there was like a little bit of dip when we established the new island. Here's some trade ships. Hey, we found Valeria. Okay, our residences are producing over 1,000 right now. Although, well, for a moment. Well, we got some unrest. We're gonna need more polices. Please don't riot. We're trying to make some money out here. So they want 8 rope, and we get 1,600 gold. Found another island. This one's pretty awesome. Dang. What do we got here? Mackerel, snails, sanderac, oysters, marble, and minerals. 40 tons of sardines nets me 2,500 denarii. Hopefully we got that. All right, now I got a lot of boats. The multitasking must begin. And we can deliver the 48 tons of sardines. We're over 11,000 denarii. Glorious. Looks like there was either a fire or a riot back at home. So doing a little tour of our archipelago. We're gonna look at some of our neighbors' happenings, like oh man. Look at how interesting all these like farms are. How cool is that? So some olive plantations going on over there, which I guess that's what we ultimately wanted to do over here. Our needs are being met. I guess it's time to upgrade them. So we'll just do all of them. We have, now we can get you to get olive oil. And now we can get an olive farm. But as far as where to do it, I guess we'll do it over here. 160. All right, so we got the olives. Now we need the olive press. It gives +1 health to the surrounding buildings. So we'll put it right here. Get a little bit of a road. And he needs warehouse. They all need the warehouse. So there we go. And we can get resin. So slowly but surely, we've been able to build up our, little kingdom here. So what's on this island? I guess flax fertility. I don't think we'd need to settle a new one. Although this one looks pretty big and juicy. Now we don't have a lot of olive oil or resin, but we do have a little bit. Probably could do a third island if we wanted, but I'm still learning to keep track of the ones I do have. Yeah. I got a trade route going. Look at that. Now he's going. He's got olive oil and resin. He's going to drop it off at the mainland, which uses that, or will be using that, to make our plebeians happy. There it is. Our wagon is taking the goods, and we're doing it. Could lead to a major incident. Yeah, probably. Probably drastically lowered our fire safety. Drastically increased. We're pouring in the denarii at this moment. Whoa, wine really boosts income. Oh, this is always good. Whenever he wants a loan, we accept it to get plus 655. The loan is giving us 374 for the next hour. And the emperor needs food. Sure. Of course, emperor. And now we'll get the sand refinery right here. Gonna need a warehouse for the area. And then we'll need a concrete mixer. And we'll need to connect the road to the main empire here. Sweet. We're gonna get concrete going. And then we'll be able to get wine. But we need more tier 3 people, which means we need more tier 1 people. There's our first bit of concrete. Delivered to the warehouse. Now I can build the vineyard. Oh, the apiary costs 2 concrete. And then we get the vintner, which really boosts happiness. And it takes forever for us to make concrete. And all of these tier 3 buildings seem to require it, which makes sense. But I feel like, one of the things most associated with Rome besides the army, I think is like wine. Good old Italian wine. Now we got it. Yay! We did it. We created the best empire of all time because we have wine now. But that should boost the money. Whoa. We can make guest houses for this thing. And I can also recruit my troops from the governor's villa. But I'd say with that, as the sun is rising on another day, here in our empire, our sprawling empire across 3 islands, I'd say that we've had a fantastic time. So once again, I want to say a big shout out and thank you to Ubisoft for sponsoring today's video and giving me this exclusive early look. The game doesn't come out till late 2025, but you can wishlist now using the link in the description below. Thanks for watching and let me know if you want to see more.